Thank you. Thank you. Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, maybe. So, hi. I'm very grateful. Today it's a beautiful Saturday, and so far, 8 o'clock, we have already 15 Toastmasters interested members or perhaps non-members joining this platform together with us to learn and to know each other better. So, tonight's theme of our meeting is pathways. With the virtual background and behind you, how do you feel? Feel like you're going for holiday or you're walking on a path on a Saturday evening, right? However, this term pathway has a special meaning to Toastmasters members. As you may agree, Toastmasters help us learn communication and leadership skills that we need to succeed. So the pathway is a learning experience. It is flexible and interactive so that we can develop our skill following all the design that put in place. If you are not aware, this pathway has opportunity that build 300 unique competencies. And there are 11 specialized learning paths to choose from. And of course, it is an online platform, which means that you can learn anytime, anywhere. So, members, may I know how many of you know the 11 pathway altogether? Perhaps you can type in the chat room or on your mic, your speaker, to name out how many pathway that you are aware of in this Toastmasters pathway. Name the pathway, Angeline. Okay, there are too many, right? Okay, so meaning to say there are so many options for us to choose from or you can focus on. So there will be a question from our especially new members. How do we know which pathway is right for me, right? So if you go into the base camp, they will have an option to take an online assessment. So based on your interests, your skill, and your personal goals. So once you have finished, it will give you 3 paths for you to make a choice that best match your requirement or your responses. However, if you say, I don't want to choose or don't want to participate on the assessment, you can still go in and choose whatever pathway that says your own personal choice. So, and how many pathway or how many projects in one pathway? Have you ever count how many projects that you need to deliver to complete one full pathway? So the answer is, in all the pathway, they have required and elective projects. So the path recognition is achieved when a member complete 14 projects across the path or across the 5 levels. So it's a combination of projects and also 4 elective projects chosen from the comprehensive list covering various subjects. So, and most of the project will receive an evaluation by the speech evaluator. So member, you will have prepare your project at the same time you will learn along the way. So my last questions, perhaps to end my speech. What is the cost associated with this pathway? Any idea? Do I need to pay money for this pathway? Yes. In fact, your regular membership that dues to cover your first, when you join the Toastmaster, it's already inclusive. It actually gives you 1 free pathway. So subsequently, if you completed or you want to have another pathway, you will need to pay additional $20 US. So ladies and gentlemen, knowing that you need to pay this, make full use of this pathway learning and in the Toastmaster. So without further ado, I'll pass it back to I think it should be TOE. Over to you, TOE. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Nice meeting all of the wonderful ladies here, 16 of you, including me, 17. And my name is Evan, and I will be your TOE for tonight. So thank you for the great opening speech by our president. And I believe every one of you are also experienced in pathway, and we will get a lot of inputs from our speaker later. But before we go to that stage, I would like to invite our area director to help us to chair the club officer installation. So can I have Sharon's Hope, our area S4 director, so that she will, officiates our, new term of club officers of Venus Toastmasters Club.
Thank you. Thank you so much, TOE. But before the installation ceremony, I would like to invite the club officer of term 2021 and 2022 to turn on your cameras. Perhaps this time, Zoom Master, can you help me to pin the officers of term 2021 and 2022? President, Angeline Lai, and Servant, Michelle, Evan, Jane, June, and Risen.
Can SAA pin us, or maybe we just identify ourselves?
I'm doing the pin.
Okay. Tonight we have our president, June. Okay.
We need the terms 2021 and 2022 to be pinned.
Oh, both term together.
No, only one terms, 2021, 2020. Sorry,
Just left
20, yeah. Which it will be Angeline Lai, Suvint, Michelle, Evan, Jane, June Bear, and Risan.
Shavin will be late tonight and
Jane all in.
Around.
No worry. Okay, cool. So we have all here right now. So first of all, I would like to say thank you for your leaderships and your commitments and hard work for the past term. You have served your club well and lead the club to a successful club and achieve early president distinguished with perfect hand. Give yourself a big applause. I know it was really not an easy task, but you make it with flying colors. Good job to all of you. So now I would like to declare you are discharged from all further duties and the responsibilities officers of your clubs. Once again, thank you. And yeah, you can turn off your cameras. Now, I would like to invite the new officer to turn on your camera. As I call your name, perhaps Zoom Master tell me to pin the persons where I will go into the order of Surgeon at Arm with Tagore and followed by Treasurer, Jane, and Secretary, Woon, and Vice President Public Relations, Lim Pei Jas, and VP Membership, Go Pei Ling, and VP in Education, Resan, and Presidents. So I will call out one by one. So now I would like to install the officers of Venus Toastmaster Club and prepare them for the challenge that lie ahead. Their collective challenge is to make this club strong and dedicated to helping people from all walks of life to speak in an effective manner, listen with sensitivities, and team creativity. So I will ask each officer to hold the gavel. I know it's not with you right now. Perhaps you can just raise your right hand as a symbolic of gavel. The gavel as a symbol of a leadership, as I briefly described the challenge or he or she must meet and the responsibility she must fulfill. Okay. Sergeant at Arms, Ritago. Sergeant at Arms, Ritago. Great, thank you. You are responsible for setting the stage for the Toastmaster meetings. So your duties include securing a room for the meetings, maintaining the club equipment, arranging the room before the meetings, and greeting the members and guests. Will you, Ritago, perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Good job. Thank you, Ritago. Now, I would like to invite Treasurer Jane Lee Wen Hui.
Absent today. Kim.
Okay, now I would like to proceed for Secretary Woon Yi-ven. May you raise your right hand. Thank you. Toastmaster Woon Yi-ven, you are responsible for maintaining accurate club roster, mailing the club official list to world headquarters, and handling general club correspondence. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vice President Public Relations, Lim Pei Chia. Thank you. Your job is to promote the club to the local medias and potential guests, to welcome guests when they arrive and support other membership programs. Will you perform the duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Great job. Okay. Vice President's memberships, Go Pei Ling. Your job is to conduct an ongoing membership program that will promote the membership's goals of this club. You should follow up on guests and help retain current members. Will you perform these duties to the best of your abilities?
I will.
Sorry, can you speak louder?
I will.
Wow, good job to you. Now, I would like to invite Vice President Education, Resan Tan. Toastmaster Resan, you are responsible for planning successful club meetings so that each member has the opportunities to achieve his or her education goals. You are the second highest rankings club officials and will preside at club meetings in the absence of presidents. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Good job. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Jun Bear. Thank you. Toastmaster Jun Bear have been elected to the Presidents of Venus Toastmaster Club. You are its chief executive official and will be expected to preside at all club meetings and at all meetings of your executive committee. And it is your challenge to see that this club enables its members to achieve their educational goal. It is also your challenge to see that your club helps in areas, divisions, districts, and Toastmaster Internationals to meet their goals. Please accept the gavel as a symbol of your leadership and dedication to the office. The gavel is a symbol of power and authorities given you by the membership of this club. Use it wisely and restrained. You are a member of your team as well as leaders. A team is more than a collection of people. It's an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thought, and actions of all members with the common goals of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. Work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club of which everyone is proud with. Will you, as a president, accept this challenge and perform your duty to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Good job. Now, it's now my pleasure to declare this Toastmaster installed into the office to which they have been elected. So now, everyone, please turn on your cameras. And raise your hand as well, everybody this time. When I finish talking, maybe you have to say it, yes, we will. Okay. The growth and developments of the Toastmaster program depend largely upon the actions of these groups. On your honors as men and women of Toastmaster, do you pledge to individually and collectively stand by this club and work with it throughout the coming year? Yes.
Yes.
We will.
We will.
Will.
Yes. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to invite the new president to give 3-minute speech to outline the goal of his or her terms. Thank you. Back to you, June.
Thanks, our AD Kim, for helping us to do this. I would say official and honorable moment to us, especially the new terms of our new member club officer. So this is our second year. Venus chartered the clubs. Obviously, on our first year, we had a flying colors with all the dedicated club officer and members aggressively working on our own development on our own pace. And we see the result was marvelous. So if you recall, a few weeks ago, we just completed our members' interest survey form. And it is also telling us that the needs has changed. We need to move towards the member demands and requirements. So with this, we hear our members want more gathering, more treats. And personally, I think it is still bound down to what the relationship that we want to build among all ladies club in Venus. So we have come up with some important milestone that we would like to achieve together. I believe with the dedication and capability of the club officer, I have 100% confident we'll be able to complete together. So that's my short speech, being the president of this term, and I feel very honored to be able to serve every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President.
May I have a small request? Perhaps can pin back the new terms official and then we can have a group photos for new terms.
We have already taken the group photograph.
Wow.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, SAA.
Okay, so I shall take over the floor, shall I?
Yes.
Thank you so much. I think SAA of our new term is also being very efficient. So welcome on board to the new terms of club officers. These are the new lines of Venus Toastmasters Exco Club, and we are a team of very esteemed ladies ready to lead Venus Toastmasters Club to another greater height. So without further ado, we shall start our club meeting today with the team meeting of evaluation path, it's with a team of pathway. Sorry, my mistake. So I shall invite our GE. Our GE is none other than Hua Hui Ling from MIMKL Toastmasters Club to introduce her role as well as introduce other role player like timer, R counter, as well as grammarian. Over to you, Hui Ling. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Sorry for the audio technical issues. My name is Hui Ling. I'm from MIMKL Toastmasters Club. My role today as the general evaluator is to observe how the meeting runs and to provide feedback and also see the good things that are happening in the club. So I would like to invite the first role player, timer, Toastmaster Jun Bei to describe her role. She's also the club president. Over to you, Jun Bei.
Thank you, Hui-Ling, our GE for tonight. So greetings everyone, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, I will time the speeches and evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of time they have left using green, yellow, and red cards, which denotes specific time remaining. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to the speech time, such as icebreaker. Speech should be 4 to 6 minutes in length. So by 4 minutes, I will raise a green card, 5 minutes yellow, and 6 minutes red card. Angeline, please take note. And the next one is other speech, which is 5 to 7 minutes in length. So I will raise green light when she reach 5 minutes, yellow 6 minutes, and red cards 7 minutes. Evaluator, please take note, you're also given 2 to 3 minutes. So I will raise green card at 2, yellow card 2 minutes and 30 seconds, red card when it's reached 3 minutes. Thank you, Madam G. Thank you.
Thank you, Timer Jun Bei. Now I would like to invite the next role player at our art counter today, which is Jaslyn, to describe her role. Over to you, Jaslyn.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
I can't see you.
Okay, I try my best to change the screen and background, but unfortunately, right, after I change, I cannot appear myself. Only see the background instead of me. Okay.
All right.
I mean,
off the virtual background.
sorry, because it's a little bit of lacking, so I can't really hear you all very clearly. Then I will greet you all first. I mean, explain the R counter duty. Okay, I will continue with that. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good evening, Miss Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster and guests. The purpose of R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crash. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
A little bit of okay. Are used as crash or pause filler by anyone who is speech. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when phrases are repeats or words are repeats, such as I or this means, this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the numbers of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you, Ms. Toastmaster. I pass back to TOE.
All right, no worries. Can I invite the next role player, grammarian, to read out her role as well to
Hi all, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will also take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding word, quote, saying, or thought. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is propel, which means to push or move something somewhere, often with a lot of force. An example of using the word is a rocket propelled through space. The second example is the film propelled him to international stardom. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day, propel. I will give the grammarian report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Hui Mei. Thank you. Okay, so next we will move on to our prepared speech session. So in Toastmasters Club, the entire session is divided by, there's a different aspect to our Toastmasters meeting. First is the prepared speech, and then we have the table topic as well as the evaluations. But of course, because today we have the pathway workshop, that's why we do not have the table topic, but the prepared speech is still ongoing. So can I have our speakers, both our speakers, to get ready, and I will invite our first speaker, Angeline Lai. She is our immediate past president of Winners Toastmasters, and she is the one who led Winners Toastmasters, the newly chartered all ladies club, to a very greater height. So I will invite her evaluator, Sun Ying, the president of Satu Hati Toastmasters Club, to read out her speech purpose.
Thank you, TME. Angeline Lai, this is your purpose statement for today's speech. It is for you to introduce yourself to the club and learn the basic structures of a public speech. All the best to you. Over to you, TME.
Okay, so for your information, Angeline is attempting her second pathway, and I believe she already achieved triple crown in her first pathway, and now it is her second pathway. She has to start all over again from the icebreaker, and let us hear what she has to say after completing triple crown, you know. So her persuasive influence, this icebreaker must be very, very interesting. So over to you, the floor is yours, Angeline.
Thank you. Mic test, can you all hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let me just pin the timer gone ready. Okay, I think timer disconnected. Oh yeah. Can I pin timer because I don't have the options to do the pin? I only have chat when I right click the three dots. SAA, can you help me to pin the timer?
Can you see me?
I can see you, but your screen will be running around because I couldn't see you.
Yeah. SAA, can you pin me?
Timer. Okay, yeah, I have the options to pin timer right now. Okay. Good. Thanks. Right. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and our guests. Allow me to understand a little bit more about you. Type in the chat, how many years or how long have you been in Toastmaster up to today? Put in the numbers in the chat. If 0, then you put 0. 3 years, 13 months, 3 months, 1 year, 3 months. Okay, 0. I think we have guests here tonight. I know. And one month or 1 year. Right. So many of you have find the improvement in your public speaking in the past learning or joining as a members in Toastmasters? So I started my Toastmaster journey during COVID pandemic, right? To let you know a little bit more about myself, I'm a curious person. I like to learn new things when I need to find out the how and why, which also means that I need a push factors, a valid reason to convince myself that I will spend my time in taking up learning. I still remember before Venus was charted as our by our past division as director Vinnie Leong. She was running a recruitment members for one of a demo meeting, inviting special guests all the way from China, Miss Universe 2021, Suri Sun. Sun Jiaxing, she actually joined Toastmaster for 2 years. A young Toastmaster, born and studied native in China. But surprisingly, she speaks fluently during her speech, even better than some of our well-known politicians. This became the push factor for me to join and find out the secret that lays behind the Toastmaster, her success. Fortunately, Winnie was able to charter the club and I got appointed as the president for a new baby club. Honestly, I don't even know what is coming. As I know, I just wanted to learn and speak well, just like most of you tonight. Forming a new club but letting a new face to lead a club is literally like a mother giving birth to a child and letting the child self-develop in their own way. And the mother assigned the grandparents to watch over the baby. That is how Venus was born. And this is how Venus' journey was started. At that point, there's too much of unknown. And everyone seems to be learning to adapt to the new way of running a Toastmasters online rather than a physical meeting. Halfway phase came are also new to everyone. Change has become a challenge for all of the clubs, and they have to upskill themselves to pick up technologies such as Zoom and learn how to facilitate online meetings. During my past 1 year serving the club presidents of Venus Toastmasters, it has revealed and uncovered many unknown things and broke some of my beliefs and assumptions. Now, let me uncover with a simple APP abbreviations. First one, activate. Activate and select the suitable pathway from out of the 11 pathway will be your first step as a Toastmaster members to understand and select which competency you wanted to work towards is important because you pay for it, right? The memberships. Secondly, proactive. Don't wait for anyone to spoon feed you. To be proactive, you have Toastmaster International access. As long as you have internet, you have mobile data, you can always log in and find out yourself. Explore the website. Spend less time in TikTok, in Instagram or Facebook. I still remember when I got my Toastmaster access, I was so excited. The first day, I spent the whole day exploring the portal, finding all the helpful resources to make sure it is value for money. Let's be honest, how many of you have the same excitement as me when you sign up as a Toastmasters? Lastly, number 3, participate. Attend home club, which is your own members, the first club that you join, 2 meetings, and visit more clubs. 2 meetings means start from the end and until the end, from the beginning until the end of the meetings, you are there for the clubs. Find a club that suits your time. Could be a physical or online meetings. Every club has its own cultures. Only if you take up different club roles, take up technical roles, participate as a table topic masters, Toastmaster of the evening, or help other clubs to be evaluators and have an open mindset to learn with one objective, to have one takeaway after visiting each club. You will gain a lot more. This is the secrets that I would like to reveal to all of you tonight. With that, I would like to end my speech. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, our very first speaker, Angeline, starting her second pathway as Uncover Toastmasters. So I remember 1 year ago when we were still very new to Toastmasters, Angeline herself is also has zero knowledge about Toastmasters, but she dared to take on the responsibility as the president. I remember, I have no idea what is pathway, and I was very confused. There were a lot of division and areas and a lot of breakdowns of the division areas, and even areas we have the S, P, or even other alphabets, and I have no idea why is that so. So basically, a lot of research has been done to understand what is Toastmasters and what is pathway. And I believe 1 year later, like today, we are so much better, and we have accomplished a lot of achievements, like the triple 10, as well as the Gold Club, as well as the top 10 achievers. So all of this can be, are not possible if we didn't take any initiative, agree or not? So moving on, we would like to invite our second speaker. Our second speaker is our immediate past VPE, Savin Chia, and her topic is how to get rid of negative emotions. Can I have her evaluator, Nick Yasmin, from MIA-CSA Toastmasters Club to read out her speech purpose?
Okay, hold on. Hi, Savin. The purpose of this project is for the member to cultivate an understanding of how her emotions impact relationship. It is also designed to help the member identify how others' emotion impact her emotional state. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of her experience, journaling emotions, or being aware of emotions when interacting with others. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Okay, so Savin, your speech title is How to Get Rid of Negative Emotions. How to get rid of negative emotions, Savin Chia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, TOE, and thank you, Yasmin. Aaron is a nickname. He is one of my VIP friends. He was always very busy and spent most of his time abroad. He stayed in hotels more than home. He flew by plane more than car. He never missed his phone and active almost every second. His phone network is on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 a year. Unless he's on the plane, which is forced to be turned off. He checked WhatsApp almost every 3 to 5 minutes on average, and he read Facebook 6 times a day, sleep an average 3 to 4 hours per day, and he must on music while he was driving. Wherever he goes, he observed everything around him. Last but not least, the most important thing was every time we meet, he never missed to give me a hug, and same goes to the goodbye hug. The above description is to tell you all that how much I know him personally throughout the observation I had on him, and how close the connection between our friendship with each other, which also including how much I respected him. Our contacts started to be very frequent, although I'm busy. As long as he needs to be helped, I will make time for him. No exception. When I desperately need it, he will immediately respond to my request or assist me as soon as he can. He never made me worry. This is beauty part of Aaron. One day, there's an itinerary that I specially arranged for him because when I went to Kuala Lumpur, he went abroad. And when I returned, he came back from abroad. So because of this, I extended my trip specially for him. He didn't know that I was extended it just for him. All he knew was I would delay going back. And this arrangement caused me a lot of troubles, such as like finding hotel, Airbnb, accommodation, budget for the extension trip. And after I arranged everything and final, I was excited to look forward to this day. Unexpectedly, he forwarded a message saying that he was very sorry and had to cancel tomorrow meeting because he just received a message from university informed him that tomorrow is the first day of the course. So starting at 2 p.m. and there's another briefing in the morning. He not only apologized dutifully, but also gave me the details of the course and also nervously left a message to explain. I was depressed and sad, but I still replied calmly. Imagine, by my bad mood, I can still handle it calmly and leave a message just within 5 minutes and saying, it is okay, dear. We can reschedule. Just go ahead with your plan. After replying him, I was stunned. I felt very unhappy, very, very sad and disappointed. I almost wanted to cry out. But I know I must calm down. I need to cancel the hotel and make new arrangement immediately. Fortunately, I have always been accustomed to facing impermanence, and I quickly adjusted my mood. I turned my sadness to see that at least my driver was still around, and he had yet left. I can cancel the hotel right away and go back to Penang just with the driver. And on the return journey, I was sad and quiet. Maybe my unhappiness affected the driver. And unfortunate, there was an accident occurred. Imagine how our unhappy mood affects the atmosphere. After I dealt with the car accident, I need to deal with my unpleasant mood as quickly as possible. During the 2 weeks of journaling, I still struggled to think whether it was necessary to tell him that I actually spent a long time arranging this trip and whether I should tell him my extension trip is all just meant for meeting up with him. And on the return trip, because I was in a bad mood, and I might also affected the driver and caused the car accident. Later, I decided to tell him. Unexpectedly, he made arrangements for me. In his busy work schedule, he arranged to come to Penang from Kuala Lumpur all the way just to have breakfast with me and then go back. Initially, I thought he came here just for a business trip, then met me for breakfast and then went back. I didn't expect that he would come all the way just here to see me. By knowing that, I didn't arrange it and I suggested him to rearrange another appointment with me. So my dear friends, how do I get rid of negative emotions? Let me share with you about the 4 tips here. First, I feel relationship is always important than money. Do you agree with me? When I cherish friendship, I only look at each other's strengths rather than the weaknesses. Second, in communication, believe that he will always communicate in the best way. Trust in him is important. Third, he never missed an appointment. He always gave me the best. Mistakes are inevitable. Forgiveness is a wise choice. Last tip is friendship is about cherishing each other. Always look at each other's needs and give assistance instead of focus on the mistake. So my dear friend, I would like to end my sharing with a quote. True friendship is our soul's recognition of its encounter, of its counterpart in another. I always cherish friendship, especially friendships like him. Thank you. Back to you, TOE.
Thank you so much, Savin, for your very touching speech. I would say sometimes your friend didn't want to miss the appointment on purpose, since Aaron is a very perfectionist guy. And I believe he also feel your sincerity to meet him all the way from Penang just to meet him. And definitely he'll feel bad for missing out the appointment. That's why he went back to Penang to see you on purpose. So I think in this lesson, Savin taught us one thing, that is sincerity, as well as you are very kind to people. So people feel it and they want to give it the same to you. So I will remember your 4 points of lessons today, how to get rid of negative emotions. Thanks for your speech. And moving on, we will go to a very fun break time. But before we just dismiss for a short break, I would like to share something very happy. Okay, give me some time. We would like to celebrate a birthday of July babies. So can I have all of the July babies in this virtual meeting to show yourselves, because we want to celebrate this birthday month with you.
This month we have Risan, whose birthday falls on 1st of July, and none other than our VPM as well, Erica, by end of the month.
Is it someone else that in July birthday?
Anyone else?
You may raise up your hand.
Anyone or any guests from, or any members from other club?
Anyone is July baby?
Sun Ying is from July also.
Okay. Hi, Sun Ying. So there's only 3 July babies over here, isn't it? Double check.
Sun Ying.
Okay. Which date are you, Sun Ying?
Actually, I passed already, 7th of July.
Oh, 7th of July. Okay. Risan is which date? 1st of July. Okay. And Erica, which date are you?
The last day of July.
Sorry again?
31st.
31st of July.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can, all of us, gather up our spirit, and sing a birthday song to this marvelous July babies. I will play the music now. Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Can we sing?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Oh.
Okay.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. So can I have all of us to open up your screen, and we will take a quick photo, group photos, and then before we move to our bio break.
Yep.
I wish all of the July babies all of the happiness in the world, and whatever you wish, you will get it this year. So SAA, are you ready to take a photo?
Yes. Feeling, yes.
All the guests and those didn't
Yes.
on camera.
Yeah, Jasmine,
Please.
Eugene, Hui Ling as well. Can you put on your camera?
I think Willing has two devices.
Yes.
Two devices.
Yeah, because
Eugene.
the other one is not stable, so I have to on the laptop. The laptop is off. The one with the camera is from the handphone. Thank you.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. And say cheese.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you everyone. So we
Thank
can
you.
go for a quick bio break and we will come back in 5 minutes. All right, I will see everyone in 5 minutes. See you.
June.
Yeah.
I just now I pin you, but when throughout my speech, right, I can't see you at all. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no wonder.
Because I pin you while Angeline speak. So
Then when you speak, you can't, the thing disappear, huh?
When I speak, I didn't see timer pin, but I thought that they off whatever. That I thought when the time
I
when I
see.
reach my time, your timer will show up. But eventually I didn't see it. So sorry.
No worry.
I just want to remind again, next time if all speakers you want to pin timer, make sure that after you've been highlighted by Zoom Master, then only you pin the timer. Else when we move you to the pin, highlight you, then the timer pin will be lost already.
Oh, why?
I think there's the technical issue from the restriction from Zoom. That's why.
So you mean we have to pin when we start to speak, right?
No, before you speak, we will highlight you, right? After you've been highlighted, then only you pin the timer.
Oh.
Oh, when you speak, only you highlight timer.
Yeah, before you start your speech,
Wow.
after you've been highlighted.
Ganchiong you thấy.
Ganchiong
Oh.
Yeah, long.
Yeah. Hi, my Sarah. May I know you are a guest from which Toastmaster Club?
Hi everyone, I'm Maisa.
Hi.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I'm coming from Jaipur GBS Toastmaster Club, and this was my first time joining the
Venus
Toastmaster Club.
Welcome.
Toastmaster Club, and I enjoyed the speech today.
Who introduced you to join our meeting tonight?
I got the link from the group WhatsApp from
I see.
Shumi.
Oh, from
our
Shumi.
Shumi is one of same club with me.
I see. Thank you.
For coming.
Thanks for me to join the meeting.
Please stay on until end of the meeting because we have a very interesting workshop to deliver later by our Hui Ying.
Yeah, sure can.
Can I invite Chen Yi Gan? Are you here? No, I think he's not here. Hui Qi Lee. Is it? They haven't come back yet.
I'm here.
Hi, Hui Qi.
Hi.
May I know that you are coming from which club?
I'm coming from Jaipur GPS Toastmaster Club.
Oh, so
same as my Sarah and Hui Mei.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice to meet you all. This is my first time joining the Venus Toastmaster meeting also. Yeah.
Do come visit us often.
Sure, okay.
You can also send us your meeting schedule, or if you have any role that you would like to take from other clubs, because we are also helping each other. Sometimes you couldn't find role play, right? Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Hello, may I know?
Timer. Oh, that's me.
Did you
What is the
count
time now? 54. Our next one is going to be
We can
workshop,
start,
right?
Yeah, in the workshop it's actually
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We can start slightly earlier. Can we?
Sure, why not?
So members, whoever that is in, please can you maybe switch on the video so that we can kick off the second half of the session earlier?
Okay. Perhaps we shall wait for another minute.
1 more minute, okay?
Okay. We have so many guests tonight, so really thankful for all of the role players and also guests to witness Toastmasters Club. Who's staying beside the highway? Okay, I think most of us already come back. So Savine, Zian, okay, Jaslyn is also here. So I think we can start to our next sessions of Winners Toastmasters Club meeting. So tonight we are very honored to have Hui Ying, our speaker, to tell us about pathway. So when we talk about pathway, I remember 1 year ago, I have no idea what is pathway. And people introduce us to Toastmasters International Portal, and we have to do something like a personality test to see which pathway is the most suitable for us, like what June had explained to us earlier in this meeting. So eventually my pathway is persuasive influence. So my goal is try to give speeches so that I can incline towards the persuasions as well as influencing people. So the way I speak have to be influencing you. I hope I have achieved a little bit of improvement after 1 year of pathway. But one thing I made a mistake is we have 5 levels, and each level will have certain speech to accomplish. Some people can accelerate and complete their pathway in a very fast manner because why? They are very familiar with their pathway. They will utilize their table topic master as one of their active listening speech, one of their level in level 3, active listening. And TOE can be one of the programs that they can accomplish in level 4. But I made a mistake because I didn't understand well about pathway. So until now, 1 year later, I'm still stuck at the level 2 or probably going to level 3. So I do not want people over here in this floor making the same mistake as me. So let us hear what Hui has to say tonight to maximize and excel in your chosen path in pathways so that we can fasten our track in Toastmasters. Then we can be like Angeline. She's now starting a second pathway. And who knows, we can do the third as well as the fourth pathway. And each pathway help us to do and also to learn different things. And we can, cater different kind of speaking skills when we are talking to different people. So without further ado, let me introduce Hui Ying to the floor. The floor is yours, Hui Ying.
Thank you so much. Given our Toastmaster of the evening tonight, I think reflecting on what June had said, what Given has shared based on my experience, I think I can call it a day. I don't need to share it anymore. Excellent. Okay, but nevertheless, I'm here as one of Venus Toastmasters Club member. Thank you for the opportunity to share with all the current members as well as some of the members who newly joined the club this year. If you are interested to log in, how to submit your level completion, how to maneuver about the Toastmasters website, you are not going to get this because what I'm going to do is just to go right in how you can maximize and how you can sell in your chosen path in pathways. So before I start, I may want to get the help of our SAA to see if the poll question is ready. I want all of you to do some finger exercise. I would like to see to test, to just gauge where are you at the moment, right? So let's see. give you all like 10 seconds. It just should have a countdown. I hope we have enough responses. SAA, do we have a
Almost enough. Almost enough. So we'll count. Do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will now
just review
end the poll
see.
and share the results.
Wow. Okay. Nearly 90% of you have started on your Pathway. Great. And wow, a lot of you are already in level 1. Some of you are level 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 70% of you are already on your second path now. Well done. Give yourself a round of applause. This makes my job a lot easier, right? But I believe expectation is also a lot higher on me to see what I'm going to share with all of you tonight. And I believe you are seeing my screen now, right? Okay. So just to really go right through I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this. June has already said 11 pounds. What are the 5 core competencies? You can see on the slide here, the 5 core competencies that each of the pound would cover. So just the very first one, I'm going to share with you in terms of, just to give you an overview again, in terms of what are the 5 levels in Pathway and why I want to highlight this. Because in October last year, beginning of 27 October last year, there are changes made to level 1. In Pathway, you may see the 2 new projects introduced are writing a speech with purpose and also introduction to vocal variety and body language. For members who have already enrolled in the path before this date, right, you will still be having the old project. So take note, don't come to any of us or come to me and say, oh yeah, see these 2 projects. These 2 projects will only be reflected if you purchase a new path after this date, after 27 October. Then only you will see this new project reflected in the path. So the rest of the other levels, as you may see in level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5, as you progress along your level, the difficulty gets higher. Why? Because once you have mastered the fundamentals in level 1, right? You may see that level 1 is mastering the fundamental. Then that is where you learn your style, then you increase your knowledge, you build your skills, you demonstrate your expertise. So in level 1, if you are on the same, you purchase the path around the same time before 27 October or after 27 October, everyone will be doing the same project and the project will differ from level 2 onwards. So in total, how many projects you do? Just now, June asked this question. So you may see from these slides, in total, there will be around 16 to 17 projects that you need to complete in fulfilling the path. And take note, we classify 4 projects in level 1 because evaluation and feedback is considered as one single project, but it is 3 projects all in, right? You need to do the first page, the second page, and also to be a speech evaluator to complete the evaluation and feedback project in level 1. So in total, if you split this into 3, it will be around 20 projects in completing a path. So this is something to take note. And why we put in here a path completion, right? We put a path completion here because most of the time members may forget, oh, I already completed all the project from level 1 to level 5. Yay, I completed my path. Hold on there. There is still one final project which is reflect on your path. This essentially is a 12 to 15 minute speech where you need to share with club members in terms of your experience going through the whole path, what you have learned, what are the challenges, what are the lessons learned, and also what are the areas of improvements that you have gained from the path. So this is ultimately important because only after you complete, reflect on your path, then the club VPE would meet level 5 completion on the club central. Even after you completed all the projects up to level 5, that doesn't mean that you have fulfilled the path completion, because you need to do this, reflect on your path project. So this is something that you need to take note on. On the next few slides, I wish to go through with everyone, right? Are you seeing the look into each path slide? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
So because one of the slide here is not moving. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to briefly go through some of these paths. As you all know, there are a total of 11 paths. Angeline was mentioning, wow, it's so difficult to name all the 11 paths. Yes, indeed it is true. It's difficult to name all the 11 paths, but if you have been in Toastmaster for some time, it will be in your fingertip. It used to be just 10 that you can just count by your 10 fingers, but now there is an additional one, which is engaging humor, that was introduced 2 years ago. So let's go into each one briefly. If you're looking at building yourself as a leader, as someone to resolve conflict and also to facilitate change in group or organization, go for dynamic leadership. This is the very first path that I've chosen myself, and I've completed that, and I can share with you that all the projects in this path are really useful for you to demonstrate your strategic thinking as a leader. Effective coaching, as the name of the path says, if you want to build yourself as a coach, because I'm sure in Toastmasters, there are quite a number of you who are trainers, who are coaches. Effective coaching is one of the paths that you may consider, because it builds your skill set as a positive communicator as well as leader, because you can understand and build consensus and also establish strong public speaking skills. Because as a coach, as a trainer, you need to be able to engage with your audience whenever you deliver a coaching session or a training session. Engaging humor, as the name says, you want to be a complete public speaker with a sense of humor, right? Go for this path. I don't think I will ever go for this path because I'm not a humorous person. I think I will make myself seen as a fool if I were to go for this path, but who knows? They are Toastmasters I know who are going for all the 11 paths, right? So make that your ultimate goal. Finish all the 11 paths, right? So that is really interesting. Innovative planning. As the name suggests, this is one of, I would say, the most challenging path, because there are a lot of projects in this path that requires you to understand the steps, how to manage a project, how to create innovative solutions, as well as at the same time build a strong connection with your audience, with your team members, and also build yourself as a public speaker and leader. Because if you want to plan, you need to communicate and you need to convey the message. So this is one of the paths that you can consider. Moving on very quickly, leadership development, similar to dynamic leadership, to build yourself as a communicator, a leader, and also additional thing that this path would be teaching all of us is they have element of project that enables you to learn how to manage your time. As a leader, time is of essence. So this path would have few projects that enables you to develop time management skills, how to implement a time plan according to the timeline. Motivational strategies. So this is a path that I am completing, just left one project. If you are a team leader and you want to build your team, whether it's at work, whether it's at your other volunteer organization, or even in Toastmasters, this is the path that you may want to consider going for, because it will build your skill set as a powerful, effective communicator, because as someone that needs to motivate, you need to be able to communicate effectively, and you need to build connection, build relationships. You need to understand how to motivate people around you, how to lead small groups to accomplish tasks together. So this is one of the paths. If you are a team leader ever, or you are a leader in any of the organization or group, I would recommend going for this path, right? Persuasive influence. This is also another path that I myself find it rather challenging as well, because it has project that teaches you how to make that give you the skills or abilities to be able to negotiate for a positive outcome, together with building a sense of, interpersonal communication and also public speaking skills. So this is one of the area. If let's say you are, especially if you are in the sales or the marketing department in your organization, you need to persuade your clients, right, or customers. So this is one of the paths that will build on your skills. Presentation mastery. If you do not know what path that you need to choose, usually when you go into the Toastmasters International website, your base camp, where they will ask you what are the paths that you wish to choose, then this is where the Toastmasters International will set presentation mastery as a default path. So usually it starts at the presentation mastery as a foundation, because most of the people would join Toastmasters because they want to be an accomplished public speaker. They want to learn how audience can respond to them, and also how you can improve your connection with the audience. So this is one of the paths. And the last three, strategic relationships. This is quite similar to motivational strategies as well, where you build your skill as a leader to communicate effectively. You understand the personal and professional connection, and also the diversity, to embrace that when you connect with people of various ethnicity, various races, how you can build a strategic relationship with them, especially if you are doing a cross-border business dealings, then this will help you in a way. Team collaboration, quite similar with some of the earlier paths that you have seen under leadership development or dynamic leadership, or even motivational strategies as well. It builds on your skill, how you can practice active listening, motivation, and also collaborate by working in a team. And if you are a team leader looking for enhancing your leadership skills, this is one of the paths that will help you along the way. And last but not the least, the visionary communication. This is where you build your skill as a strategic communicator and leader, how you share information with a group, how you plan your communication, and how you create innovative solution. We remember the word visionary, how you communicate, how you be a visionary leader. So this is also one of the interesting paths that I have seen. So understanding all the 11 paths, I know I'm going too fast, but not to worry. I will summarize the slides, and I think I will share the slides with the members here as well, because this is something that I have put in along the way to give an overview to all the fellow members. So earlier, June or even have also shared, they are simply, when you want to complete a path, they are close to 20 projects that you need to complete. What are some of the projects that you can do when you are in Toastmasters, or when you are running meetings, or when you are holding club officers positions? How you can leverage, how you can maximize on those things that you are doing in the meeting setting, so that at the same time you are able to complete part of project in Pathway. So the very first one that I wish to share is active listening. active listening is one of, I would say, I wouldn't say easy, but it's a project that can easily be accomplished, because how you can do this is to take up a table topic master, not table topics evaluator. All right, remember, it's table topic master. People always think that, oh, it's table topics evaluator because it's active listening. Evaluator needs to listen and provide evaluation. No, this project is for the table topic master to be able to summarize. After each of the table topic speaker has spoken, the table topic master needs to be able to summarize. For example, let's say I say, okay, Risan is the first table topic speaker. Then I can say something like, oh, Risan has shared a very good points in regards to how we can use pathway, and she shared experience by saying, I will list down what are some of the points that she said, like she strategized her plan, she put a timeline, when she want to complete her path. So this is how you practice active listening, by listening to each of the table topic speaker. So if you are taking up a table topic master role, reach out to your VPE, because you need to have an evaluator. Either the evaluator will be evaluating during the meeting itself as one of the speech evaluator, or the evaluator can be a silent evaluator that after the meeting, the evaluator will provide the evaluation form with all the good points, area for improvement for the member who completes the path. So this is one of the path that I wish to share with all of you. Second, creating effective visual aid. I don't see a lot of members actually leverage on this. I did once last year, right? As we are still in a virtual meeting, and it is still going to be here for some time, or otherwise it will just be in a hybrid setting where there will be a virtual attendees or speaker. If you want to test your skills to use a visual aids, a media visual aids, it can be a video, it can be an audio that you want to play, and you want to embed that in your presentation, right? So this is one of the project that you can consider to take, because most of the time this can be taken as an elective project. Just to take note that all the projects that I've shared here are in level 2, 3, 4, or 5. All right, it's nothing on level 1, because level 1 everyone will be doing the speeches, because it is to master your fundamentals, so it will be the same. But these are all the elective projects that you can take to do. So make full use of the current virtual meeting. If you are someone that are good at creating effective visual aid, make full use of that. When you want to embed videos, you want to embed audios into your presentation, go ahead and take this as your project, right? Manage online meeting. We need Toastmaster of the evening, or Toastmaster of the day if the meeting is held during the day. So when you are organizing, because TME or TOE is considered as the organizer, the host of the meeting, make full use of this role, because you will be able to then complete a project once you successfully conducted your role as the TOE or a TME. Why? Because as a TME or TOE, you will facilitate the online meeting, right? Using all the slides, and also interact with the audience through the chat, or through the other ways like poll, and also to get the feedback during the meeting. So this is something that you can consider to leverage on when you are having the online meeting, right? So if contest season is coming soon, new term starts, right? It's already halfway through July. Sooner or later, you will start to organize things like club contest. right? Where you have international speech evaluation contest. And if you want to challenge yourself, you want to be the contest chair to organize the club contest. This can be taken as one of the project in Palway under managed project successfully, because here would be able to, in a way, teach you the skills, how you can form a team, how you can delegate the roles in running a contest, right? How you can look for volunteers, how you delegate the tasks, how you assign the roles. This is one of the project that you can consider. Not only club contest, but if the club is organizing things like maybe club outing, a club team building, right? So these are also considered a project. As long as you are the project manager, you are the organizing chair, PM or OC in short term, make full use of this, because you would want to have someone to also assess you when you completed the project. And it will also give you the leverage in terms of how you are able to learn all the skill sets. So this is one of the project that I wish to share. And I think few more, okay. There are just so many projects in Pathway, but I picked up these few important ones that you can do in the context of when you are involved in any of the Toastmasters activities or any of the Toastmasters meeting. Leading in your volunteers organization, right? Like just now we witnessed the installation of club officers. Club officers is the very first step in your leadership journey being in Toastmasters, right? I have been in the club officer role since I joined Toastmasters 3 years ago, and I can tell you, being in a Toastmaster, the skill set that you have learned being in the club officer role has really helped me at my work as well. So without you realizing it, you will build your confidence, you will build your communication, you will build how you connect and how you relate with your team members. It would have a difference at work, right? Sooner or later, your manager or your peers will be able to tell you that. So if let's say you are taking a camp officer role, leading in your volunteer organization, this is one of the projects that you can do. Do not miss out this opportunity, because if I'm not mistaken, leading in your volunteer organization is a level 5 project, right? So if you are completing a PAL, leading in your volunteer organization, it is either a core project or an elective project in level 5. And this is something that you would be able to do to achieve your level 5 project, right? If you are a club officer this term, this is one of the project that you may want to do. And take note, leading in your volunteer organization, I didn't put in here, which I should. It is a 6-month period project where at the end of the 6 months, you need to share with the club members in a 5 to 7 minute speech what you have learned by leading in a volunteer organization, right? So this is one of the project that which is why the things that you need to take away from this session is look at the path that you have chosen, right? Look at the project you have. Some of the project that I share here, even though it's not your core project, but it can be the elective project, right? That you would be able to take up, and then you will be able to do in completing your project. So take note of this. Some of the things that you do in Toastmasters, it can achieve the aims or the purpose statements of some of their project in Pathway. Okay, so the last but not least, I wish to share with everyone this very highly important project, a very challenging, and I would say a very time-consuming project called High Performance Leadership, because this is the compulsory, I repeat, a compulsory project in level 5 if you are taking persuasive influence, innovative planning, and effective coaching path. 3 out of these 11 paths has HPL, high performance leadership, as a mandatory project. And why I say this is one of the most difficult project, because there is no fixed time frame, but the minimum time you need to take to complete this is 3 to 6 months. And you need to complete, you need to arrange few meetings along the way with your guidance committee. Guidance committee is the committee that will guide you for your project, and also your working committee that will work with you in delivering a project. And you need to do a pre-project and a post-project presentation. And why I would say this is really challenging, because it has a very detailed planning that you need to do, and if you so happen you are developing programs like mentoring circle, or you are part of the chair for the like virtual conference, or maybe any speaker series, take the opportunity to use this as a project. And just to take note that it doesn't need to be in a Toastmaster setting. It can be outside of Toastmasters, but if it is outside of Toastmaster, you need to inform your VPE, provide the details of the project that you are doing, and one of the guidance committee that is part of your so-called mentor or guide in your project must be from Toastmasters. So there are certain guidelines. If you are doing a project outside of Toastmasters, there are certain criteria that you need to meet. So it doesn't mean that all the projects that you need to do must be within the context of Toastmasters. It can be outside of Toastmasters as well. Most importantly, it meets the purpose statement of your project. Ensure that you provide the information to your VPE, or if you are VPE, share with your president, right? So that they are aware of the project that you are doing. Okay. The one path. What's next? This is going to be my last slide, and I hope I still have enough time to take on some questions. Go for your second path. Some of you are already going on your second path, so well done on that, because each path teach you different things. Each path has different project, even though some paths may have similarities in terms of the project, but challenge yourself. There are so many different projects. Take a different elective project. Do not always go for the same one, all right? Do something different so that you can experience different skills, different, I would say, opportunity for you to develop yourself. Because if you complete 2 paths, this is one of the checklist, I would say, one of the tick box. If you are going for your DTM, completing 2 paths is one of the checklists to achieve DTM. So some of you may be wondering, what is DTM? DTM is Distinguished Toastmaster, which is the highest education award to be given to a Toastmaster by TI, right? So this is one of the things that you can go for. Don't stop at just 1 path, go for second path, and obviously you need to pay for your second path onward, which costs you USD 20. But if you recall, last month, district has a campaign. If you join as a dual member, district is giving a free path, right? If you join as a dual member. So watch out for all these campaigns, right? Because there may be time where district may organize such campaign to encourage you to join not only one Toastmasters Club, maybe other Toastmasters Club, to maximize and excel in your path. Why I say that? In a club that is so successful like Winners Toastmasters Club, people, there may be only 3 to 4 speaking slots at each meeting. And if you want to go for triple crown, you would need to complete 3 levels, right? So if you have more than 1 club, then there are opportunity for you to deliver speeches at other club as well. So that are the advantage that you can leverage on. If you want to complete two paths, not a problem. You can do simultaneously as well. If you have two clubs, you can do one path for one club and the other path for another club. That is of course extreme, but some Toastmasters have successfully done that. So nothing is impossible, right? You are the one that makes it possible. So I hope these few tips is able to give you some idea in terms of how you can maximize and excel in pathway, like by using the path that you have chosen, the project that you can do, the roles that you are taking up in Toastmasters, in your club, during meetings, how some of these can be used for you to complete certain project in pathway. With that, I would like to say thank you for this opportunity to share. I hope you find it really useful. And let me see if I have any question. I need to scroll up. There are so many chat. Okay, I see one from Pei Ling. Can two-person complete a project as chair? Good question, Pei Ling. Okay, if it is going to be a massive project, all right, if it is a massive project and there is a position of chair and co-chair and two-person is leading the project, then my answer to you is yes. Okay, because each of the chair may take on different responsibilities in that particular project, especially if it's a big project. So if both are acting as a co-chair for that project, then yes, both of them can do the same project because they need to report or they need to present on their own findings, on their own experience. So that is possible. Okay, let me see. Any more questions? You can unmute yourself. I don't think I see any other questions here.
I have. Angeline, can you hear me?
So, sorry.
Yeah, I have a question for the earlier one, right? The leading the organizations, right? Yeah, so does it mean that because from the, like it mentions that encourage the club officers, they all to pick up this role, it can be actually useful for them, right? So does it mean that the club officers serving on the current term, or it can be past term club officers as well? That's my question.
It depends, right? Because when you want to do this sharing, but I can confirm that usually when you do leading in a volunteer organization, right, at the start of doing this project, the member needs to inform the VPE that at the end of this 6 months, I will share my experience being in this leadership role. So usually it will be based on the current the current leadership role, because that will in a way provides a better, I would say, sharing in terms of the experience. But let me just check if any past role can be considered. But it's not only a club officer role, but if you are given opportunity to also take up any leadership role within Toastmaster or other volunteer organization, right? If let's say it can be at division level or it can be at a district level, that can also be taken as one of the project as well. You will have a question. Can I integrate my work project as the HBL? Yes, you can. You can. And as I mentioned earlier, your guidance committee, one of the guidance committee has to be from Toastmasters, and you need to inform the VPE in advance what is the project that you are doing and whether or not it will meet the high performance leadership purpose, right? But it's possible if you are running any project at work, it can, because if you are a leader to lead that project, then yes, because high performance leadership is to showcase your leadership competency and how you can lead a team along the way to complete that project.
Understood. Thank you.
Six officer in this division present as complete level 5 project in the Mandarin club. Okay, very interesting. If you are having, I always have these questions coming to me. Can I present this at the Mandarin club? Can I present this at the English club if you are a dual member at this, or even club Pidato, right? A BN club. My answer to you is yes, because that pathway belongs to you. That project belongs to you. As long as you fulfill the project requirements, right? And you have an evaluator to evaluate you during the club meeting for your project, then it will fulfill the requirement. But whenever you do this outside of the club, right, you need to inform the VPE because someone needs to approve your level completion. So you need to inform your VPE if you are presenting this at another club, so they can, in a way, make you as complete for that particular project or for that particular level. Okay.
Okay, is there any more questions from the floor?
Hi, Penny here. Yeah, I would like to ask Hui. Yeah, sorry, Hui, I may have missed when you were talking about level 1, right? You were talking about 4 projects. So 4 projects, does it include the ABC, the icebreaker, writing a speech with a purpose, introduction to vocal variety, and then the 4th one, is it one of the D1, D2, D3?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so not to complete all the D1, D2, D3, right? It's only one of them, right?
No, it's all because when you do the evaluation and feedback project, you need to complete 3 assignments under evaluation and feedback. First, you need to do a speech and then followed by a second speech that you improve on your first speech. That after that, you need to be an evaluator.
Okay, so for me to be the evaluator, it should be 1 time or 3 times?
Just 1 time.
Oh, 1 time, okay. So you were saying that, yeah, okay. So you were saying that I can go to other club to deliver speech as well, right?
Yes, just remember, whenever you do a speech outside of the club, please inform the VPE so that at least they will be able to mark you as, has completed the project outside the context of the club. And this is also something that I received from Distinguished Toastmaster Albert Call. I hope you all can see this screen, right? Okay. So
a
this
little
is
bit larger is better.
If larger, I'm not sure whether I can move. Okay, I think I can. So this shows you in 1 page what are all the projects in each of the part, in each of the level, what are the competencies and what are the electives. Okay, so I will share this in the members group. Refer to it. It's like a super summary that comprises of all the project, all the paths, all the levels in pathways. Okay.
Okay. I think we have a few more questions from Kim. If I have dual membership, which VPE to inform when there's a project completion, home club or the second club?
Okay, good question. Project completion, you need to inform both VPEs, okay? Because both VPEs of your club needs to know whenever you have completed a project. Because if you are doing speech in both clubs, they need to know what is your current progress in pathway and also what is your current Toastmasters title, all right? The thing that you need to inform the whichever club, I will call it club A and club B, all right, for for easy reference. If you have completed level 1 and you want to meet level 1 to get your level 1 credit, whenever if you are having club A and club B in your base camp, remember to select the correct club that you want to submit your level 1, because you know that completing each level will contribute towards the distinguished club program goals for the club. So if club A needs your level 1, then make sure you select club A and inform club A VPE that I am submitting level 1 to club A. Okay, and if you're submitting to club B because club B needs your level 1, then you need to inform the club B VPE that you are submitted, because that VPE will need to approve your level completion in base camp and also club central. But whenever you complete any project or when you complete any level, rightfully you need to inform both VPEs so that they can update, okay, this member already completed this project or completed this level, so they know what is your latest Toastmasters title to be reflected in meeting agenda or in some of the event as well. So the rule of the thumb here is if you're having dual member, just inform both of your club VPE, right? Especially if you are if you are doing speeches in both club. If you are not doing any speeches in that particular club, then it's fine, because you may just be an ordinary member. You may have another home club that you will be contributing your levels to. So it all ultimately depends on your arrangement with each of the club.
Okay, very clear answer from Hui Ying. I think we will take one last questions to avoid we are exceeding the time. Angeline asks, to lead a voluntary organization, is the project also applicable for the extended club officer?
Extended club officer, club officer.
They help a lot as well, yeah.
Good one, but normally, let me see. Let me check. Normally, it will be applicable for the club officer, not the extended club officer. But point taken, right? Let me just confirm. Personally, for me, I may not see it as an issue, but don't quote me. I will need to just confirm on this, right? Whether it's strictly just the club officer role or it can be all the extended club officer role as well. So I can check and get back to all of you.
Sure. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has more clarity about the pathway as well as your speech purpose and also what you are going to do next. Thank you so much, Hui Ying, for your very informative and educative presentation. Thank you so much. So we will share the slide and also the summary later on. And so some of the guests here asked, because it's very packed of information, so we will share it so you can see it visually. And moving on, my mistake, I missed out one of the e-voting for our prepared speech earlier. So I would like to ask, is SAA ready to launch the prepared speech voting now?
We will not have, because one of the speakers is over time.
Oh, okay, cool, no worries. So I shall move the flow to our general evaluation sessions. So I will pass the floor to our GE, Hui Ling. GE, Hui Ling, are you here? Okay, so the floor is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good evening again. As a kickoff for the general evaluation session, I would like to invite the first speech assignment evaluator, Toastmaster Suni, to evaluate the first speaker, Angeline. Over to you, Suni.
Thank you, General Evaluator and Toastmaster Angeline. Today you are giving an icebreaker speech, and I understand that this is your second time giving an icebreaker speech, and I found out that today you choose to share your journey in Toastmaster Club with your title, Uncover Toastmaster Club. And this is my opinion to your speech. I will give you 2 things that I like about your speech and 1 room of improvement for your considerations. So firstly, I like how you deliver your speech. When you are delivering it, I feel that you are very sincere and you are very comfortable when you tell us about your story. And also I like that you are standing up to give your story to show that you really have prepared for this speech and to tell us about your story in Toastmasters Club. In your speech, you give us your opening and tell us about your setting on how you joined Toastmasters Club and follow on. You tell us your struggle becoming a president, and then you tell us about the golden nugget that you have get by joining Toastmasters Club. And this is why I like how you deliver your speech. Secondly is I found that in the beginning, you are trying to get the audience engaged with your speech. So you ask them a questions, how long have you been in Toastmasters Club? I found that this is a very clever move because you engage with your audience and you get to know your audience better. And I really like how you have done that. And follow on is a room of improvement. In your speech, there is opening and point. I found that there is lacking of a conclusions because when you tell us about the golden nugget, then you straight away end the speech. I felt that maybe you can have a conclusions to re-emphasize what you want to tell us in your speech. For example, in conclusions, there are some challenge I face in Toastmasters Club, but with the secret I discover with APP, A, activate, P, proactive, P, participate, and I become a better communicator and leader today. I hope with my speech, I'm able to inspire you to learn better in Toastmasters Club. This is one of the example I can give you as a conclusions. With a conclusions, you can actually give the audience some message to take away because some of them may not be able to focus the whole sessions, but in your conclusions, when you re-emphasize it, I can really get the message and remember it better. With that, in conclusions, my evaluation for you is I found that when you are delivering your speech, you are very comfortable and sincere. Secondly, in the beginning, when you get to know your audience, I think that is a very smart move. A room of improvement is to add a conclusions, and I felt your speech will be better off with that. That is my encouragement for you. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suni. For the benefits of new members, what Suni evaluates is the typical Toastmasters evaluation, which is the sandwich chart, the good points, the area of improvement, and followed by the encouragement. And what I liked about her evaluation is she summarizes her evaluation at the end so that we can remember the key points again. Well done, Sunin. And now next, I would like to invite the second evaluator, Toastmaster Nick Yasmin, to evaluate Toastmaster Savinja. Over to you, Nick Yasmin.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Based on Savine's speech title, How to Get Rid of Negative Emotion, I expected her to give an informational speech, but she proved me wrong. She gave us a heartfelt speech about her friendship with Aaron. First thing that I like about her speech is on the organization of all of her emotions in one speech. She shared with us her development of emotions that she journaled for at least 2 weeks according to the project. At first, she was excited that she plans things for Aaron, and then when Aaron couldn't make it, she felt sad and disappointed. I can see from her facial expression that she was depressed. She showed her sadness on her facial expression. And also by listening to her voice, I can sense her emotions. When she finally got the courage to not feel negative anymore, she communicated with Aaron, and she said she felt so much better at the end of the day. She also summarized what she did to get rid of those negative emotions. I find that it's easy to follow her stories, even though there are a roller coaster of emotions going on due to this event with Aaron. Second thing that I like about her speech is that I think that she really studied her project and she understands her emotions very well. She knows that her emotions affect others directly or indirectly. So she chose not to tell Aaron at the first place because she might be afraid that Aaron will be offended. Even though she wanted to seem like she's fine to Aaron, but actually she felt negative due to the cancellation, to the point that it affects other party, which led into an accident. I'm glad to know that at the end of the day, she confronted him in a good way. And I'm sure Aaron appreciate that you told him about what really happened. Savin, if there are two things that I can suggest to you to propel your speech to another level, perhaps you can first move your laptop further away from you so that we can see at least half of your body. Yeah, like that. I know that just now you have used some good hand gestures. Because I can see your shoulders moving, but because of the positioning of the camera, I could not see your hand gestures. I think that your speech will be more engaging and convincing if we can see your hand gestures. And second, to suggest is that perhaps you can use a suitable speech title that reflects the speech that you're going to give. You give some tips on how to get rid of those negative emotion, but that's just a small portion of your interesting story. Since you're telling us about Aaron, perhaps you can use a title in relation to emotions, or it can just be as vague as my friend Aaron. And by having a relatable title, you can actually conclude your speech by relating back to your title. I think this will help you to improve on your conclusion of your speech. All in all, I think that it was a great heartfelt speech. You gave an organized speech about your emotions and understanding your emotions very well. And you have met the purpose of your speech and your project excellently. My suggestions for improvement: first, positioning of the speaking area and selecting the best title for your speech. Well done, Savin. I enjoyed your sharing very much. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yasmin. What I like about your evaluation is you speak confidently and you make good use of the camera virtually. Perhaps the only one area of improvement, because I see from the timer, it's time's up. I know you have a very good evaluation. We try to learn to speak within time. Next will be the technical evaluation session. I would like to invite the grammarian, Toastmaster Hu Ying, for her grammar report. Over to you.
Hey all, I will share my screen so that you have better visualization. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, so for the first speaker, Angeline, she didn't use word of the day or proud. And the improper grammatical word she used is try for 2 years. I suggest you to change it to try since 2 years ago, or it has been 2 years since she joined Toastmasters. And the second improper phrase is you will gain a lot more. A lot and more is the same thing. So you can just change it to you will gain a lot. I like the phrase she used from the beginning until the end. For the second speaker, Sylvain, she also didn't use word of the day for proud. The improper word she used is he must on music. Instead of this, I suggest you to change the word to he must turn on the music. And then the other word she used is I would delay going back. It would be better if she could change the word to I would postpone my plan to return to somewhere or go back. And the last improper word I catch is last. She should use the word lastly or last but not least. I like the word she used, schedule, since she pronounced it properly using British pronunciation, schedule instead of schedule. And another word she pronounced properly is respond instead of respond. This is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Grammarian Hui Mei. Perhaps some area of what I like your evaluation is that you have a detailed report in terms, you even have written reports to share with us. So perhaps some area of improvement or suggestions to do better is what I miss is the word of the day. Perhaps maybe the word of the day was not widely used. What I can suggest, because earlier I realized that the screen was off, maybe in future for the word of the day, you can always put it like the timer's word on the screen to remind the audience. And you can always type in the chat box to keep reminding the audience. Another way, I guess, we can also improve or encourage the usage of the word of the day more is by having the agenda. What I realize is the word of the day is actually at the bottom of the agenda, but I understand this is your club's agenda format. You have a detailed agenda. It's just that the word of the day is at the bottom of the agenda, so we may miss it. But maybe the other ways that will really encourage more is to have the word on the screen. That will be the more practical way. Yeah, well done. The next is the timer's report. I would like to invite the timer, Jocelyn, for the timer report. Over to you.
Sorry, I'm the R counter.
I'm the timer.
Sorry.
No
Jocelyn,
problem, no
I would like to invite the R counter, Jocelyn, for the R counter report. Yeah,
Good evening again to G and fellow Toastmaster. I would like to share my screen on the report. Sorry. Okay. I would like to apologize first because the very initial part where Angeline was presented her speech, right, due to technical problems, so a lot of lacking, so I couldn't hear very clearly. But overall, at the end of maybe the last 2 minutes, I'm able to join and could see hear very clearly. But congratulations to Angeline that I found it totally there's no filler words or anything. Then for Savin also, I found everything was done well. Besides, there's only one repeat at the very last 2 minutes that only. So this is my reports. Everything was done very well in tonight. I pass back to General our GE. Thanks.
Thank you, R counter, Jocelyn. I'm just wondering whether for the R counters in your club, the counting of the R's are only for the speakers, or perhaps the evaluators and others are very good that I miss as well, because we were very attentive to the speeches. This is just my opinion. But for our counter, I guess for our counter, the role of our counter is to know the pause failures for all the speakers, whoever speaks in the club, including even the sergeant at arms from the president up to the last person to speak in the agenda, so that all of us can improve as well. Next, I would like to invite the timer, the president and Toastmaster Junbei for the timers report. Over to you.
Thank you. Let me share my screen. Are you able to see? Okay, so this is a very quick update about the timing for our speaker. So Angeline speak within the time, 5 minutes and 58 minutes. Serene a bit out by 10 seconds. So she's beyond time. Evaluator, we have Sun Yin within the time. However, Yasmin has exceeded to 4 minutes and 18 minutes. That's all for my report, Hui Ling. Over back to you.
Thank you, timer Junbei. So now it will be my session for the overall summary of the meeting. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to be the general evaluator. I'm also learning as well. A little bit of correction, perhaps it was my mistake earlier. I'm not the president, I'm the VP of MIMK of Toastmasters Club. Another thing is that I would like to apologize because there is some technical issue with my laptop that I cannot on the camera. Here are the things that I liked about the meeting. First of all, the agenda is well prepared. I understand it's not easy to get all the role players and to prepare agenda, and well done to the VPE Reason, right? If
Yes,
correct me.
Resign, correct.
Reason, sorry. Yeah, Reason for preparing the agenda. In fact, she did prepare well. She actually sent out even a few days before. She even created a specialized WhatsApp group just for the role players and to remind the role players. I think this is good because sometimes we are busy. So this is a great reminder with the WhatsApp group. The agenda is well prepared, I realize, as you have the role player's name on top of the agenda as well, because sometimes it will be quite hard for us to look through line by line to look at who each role player, for example, our counter or timer is, but you have all the summary of the role players on top. That is one thing I like about the written or the prepared agenda. For the sergeant at arms, I think Rita and Hui Ying, right? Rita and Pei Ling, yeah, well done for the job. In fact, when I first log in, even for other guests, you remind the guest or whoever is online to rename so that we are clear. Even like I can see from the online, the summary, like V, I understand are the members, G are the guests. So at least we know who are in the meeting. Is indirectly for us to get to know the rest in the club in this meeting as well. And I think well done to the Toastmaster of the day, Vivian. You did it very well. And what I like also about this club is that before the break, you remind or you celebrate those members or guests who are born in July. So this is another way to encourage, and it uplifts the mood of the meeting as well, especially those who are celebrating the birthday in this month. Another thing I like about Vivian, the Toastmaster of the day, is just before the workshop, just before she invited the speaker for the workshop, Hui Ying, she shared her personal stories, like setting the tone, the objective of why this workshop is important, because she did mention that 1 year ago she was quite blurred about pathways and how by hearing to the workshop, after the introduction, we will have a clear picture. And this is something I can relate and I find that it's beneficial. Well done, Vivian. For the workshop, Toastmaster Huing, thank you very much for the sharing. I learned a lot as well. In fact, it's a reminder what I like about the workshop is really very clear. In fact, I had attended 1 or 2 times before about pathways, the description of the pathways. I think this is one of the best because she described very clearly like each level, how many projects to be done in each level, all the different pathways, the benefits of each pathway, how it tailored to our objective, the elective speeches, and also the projects. This is, in fact, as I testified earlier, one of the best descriptions about pathways. Well done, and thank you for sharing. Toastmaster Vivian, thank you for sharing about the workshop. Basically, that's all. And finally, what I liked about this club, what I found that's different and unique about this club is that I guess it's the club that consists of all ladies. It's a lady power. Of course, you have 1 or 2 male guests as well. And I am not sure, is this club open to, honestly, I'm not sure whether this club is based in KL or based anywhere else, but what I can see that you have many different guests, even you have role players from different clubs as well, and you have many guests. I saw on the screen like 5 or 6 guests. It shows that your club, your VPPR, and even everyone in your club is good in promoting the club, sharing about the meeting where you have many guests coming to the meeting. And as what the president says, we help each other. Like you get the members from other clubs to help. Is a good motive, is a good noble move that to help each other for the club. So all in all, I enjoy this meeting. I've learned a lot. The feedbacks, the area of improvement I've shared earlier for the grammarian as well, and 1 or 2 of the validators. So thank you for inviting me, and over to you to the president. The president. Do I
Thank
pass
you.
that to the, yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks again, Hui Ling, for taking up the GE role. I know it's not easy to give an overall comment and feedback over a meeting like this, but I'm sure we actually learned so much from your feedback and your input. You will have some improvement, or of course, in our agenda. So now it has come to the last session of our meeting tonight. So I would like to also inform, since I'm the timer, the evaluation, the e-voting will be cancelled for tonight. However, we will still be doing some recognition and also appreciation to our guests who's taking up this special technical roles, etc. For this evening. So I would like to call out SAA to flash some of the certificates on the screen. Yes, Nick Yasmin, Hui Ying for the workshop facilitator, Hui Ling being our GE for tonight. We will take a group photo later, because of the times has exceeded. Next, we have Hui Mei being our grammarian. Thank you for helping us. Sun Ying, our second speech evaluator. And yeah, this is Yasmin is flash out our another speech evaluator. So is that all? Can we have a group photo inviting all the guests and our, yes. SAA?
Okay, can we have everyone put your videos on? Okay, all right. Haley, are we okay?
Yeah, okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Cheers.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much. We will be sending the virtual certificate to you over our WhatsApp group. Okay, so now I would like to pass the floor to our VPE, Risan, to help us to keep our members reminded on some of the issue. Over to you, Risan.
You all see my
Not yet.
you all see my screen?
No? Coming. Yes.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, just for everyone, notice next, we were still looking for some role players on our next meeting on 5th August, where our team will be Wonder Woman, and just any of you interest to take up the roles, please feel free to contact me, okay? Then the second one, we will also on 5th of August, we will also do the new member installations. So yeah, feel free to join us. And I would like to remind on our members that on 20 July, we will have a joint workshop together with Falin Toastmasters Club on how to it's an evaluation workshop on evaluate to motivate. So as like our members, we hear your concern. Many of our members saying that we are nervous when we do the evaluation, but we don't know how to evaluate people, we don't know how to give comment, right? So this is the right time for us to join the workshop. So don't miss out the opportunity because the workshop almost full already. Since we are joint meeting with Falin, member, do join us for this workshop, okay? I will share again the link. Once again, I hope to see you all register. I will 1 by 1 PM those that say you are interested but you are not registered, then I will find you to talk about this, okay? Okay, and also I have an announcement where we plan to do a physical meeting whereby we will have a Mooncake Festival gathering in September. So the date set is on 3rd September. So please reserve your time because we plan to do it in somewhere in Taipei for 3rd and 4th. Both is a weekend. So we hope to see you all, and please reserve your time, your calendar right now, or remark in your Google Calendar. Okay, thank you everyone. That's it from my side.
Okay, so if I hear you correctly, this will be our very first Venus gathering and meeting physically.
Yes,
and
yes,
we'll bring our members to Taipei on a weekend. So block your calendar. All right, so I think that's all for tonight. So I'm very happy and very glad that we have learned a lot from each other. I'm sure you find these meetings valuable and worth your Saturday 2 hours with us, right? So I wish everyone happy learning and see you on our next meetings. Bye.
Have a good night,
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Good night.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. All right. Good night, all. Bye.
Bye. Have a good rest. Okay, for those guests that wish to share about your event to our member, please feel free to private message me or share it directly with me so that I can forward to our member, because tonight we are already over the time, so we cannot make the air time. Hope you understand about it. And thank you so much for helping. Appreciate for your help. And see you all next time. Bye.
Special thanks to Pei Ling for being SAA. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.